Hey guys, LinkedIn actually kicked me off. Maybe I'm not supposed to go over 4 hours, you know, but I found something excellent to read. It's called, I forgot to add this to my list. It's a part of a larger, longer speech by Theodore Roosevelt, and it's called The Man in the Arena. So I'm going to read that right now, okay? Okay, let's see. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen so you can read it with me. All right. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, here we go. The Man in the Arena by Theodore Roosevelt. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory or defeat. That's an excellent way of summing up what I've been saying, guys. And that's why we can't leave the classics in literature, and we can't leave like these modern quotes that we have and these modern poems that we have. Okay, it's very important, actually. Right? If you go to a bookstore, like a used bookstore, go look for the classics. Right? Go look at the top or the bottom of the shelf, and you'll find them. Right? You'll find World History by Durand, for example, Will Durand. It's an excellent history series. Okay, before things got politicized, when people are just writing what they found, right, without editing and without posturing, just writing and saying what they found or how they found life to be, without judgment or without criticism. Okay. So that's The Man in the Arena by Theodore Roosevelt. So I'm putting that next to, in my little list, I'm going to do a live stream again, and I'll do it better because I'm, again, doing Creates Knowing. If by Rudyard Kipling, and Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Okay? So I have an outro, and I want to read it to you guys. Okay, you people, sit tight, hold the fort, and keep the home fires burning. And if we're not back by dawn, call the president. I ripped that off completely from Big Trouble in Little China. Excellent movie. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. Among the other things I've told you guys to watch them today. Okay? All right, cool, guys. Well, listen. So I have a choice. I can either stay on but I haven't seen anybody come on yet. So that means what? That means I have learned something. So back to our example. Back to our example of doing creates knowing, and using a positive spiral. So nobody came on to work with me today. That's okay. So the question is, what can I do next time? So if I do this again next Monday, for example, what can I do? So just off the top of my head, I can write posts for an entire week advertising it, for example. I can write for an entire month advertising it. I can show examples of what I can help people with, like case studies, for example. Right? I can post videos about it. I can make flyers about it. I can use my graphic design skills that I don't use very often anymore, and I can make flyers about it, make interesting flyers about it. And I can use all these examples from all these movies. I can make flyers with that, right? So what I'm going to do next time is I'm going to think about how I can put all of this into a deck, right? So I just run the deck. And every day that I practice, I get better at running the deck, right? Okay. Well, this was a good experiment. I didn't get the amount of people that I wanted, but that's okay. It's not going to stop me from operating. It's going to stop me from trying things. I did get comments, so that was awesome. Okay. I did learn doing creates knowing. I learned that LinkedIn won't let you stream past 4 hours, for example. Right? I learned that. Okay. And I got to add a poem. I got to add a quote to my set of poems, right? Because I want to eventually turn those into like interstitial, like almost like commercial breaks. So instead of just putting up a time, I'm back in 20 minutes, I'll record myself doing Invictus or find it somewhere else and then just play it, right? All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. But 4 hours is a good first run. This is the longest stream I've done ever. And you guys have an awesome day. And if you need any help, you know where to find me. Take care.